man. See, look, you love that pollen. This guy's obsessed with the
Oh
pollen.
yeah.
Look,
What got
Hey, you
what
gotta
got
have
you into
pollen to
making it?
make crosses, dude. Gotta have those good beans.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty sick, man. What made you start like make pollinating things and doing what you
Well,
do?
in the beginning, dude, it was basically I was buying packs for like $200-300,
Oh,
and of course other people are doing the same thing. So I was like, well, you know what? That's stupid. I mean, I'm still gonna buy the packs and the genetics, but I'm gonna get rid of them for like I do 50 for a 10 pack. So I'll get a $300 pack, breed it with like the Ghost Train Haze, cross it maybe, and back cross it to get it stabilized a little more. But and then get rid of it for a cheaper price than what other people would have to pay for excellent genetics on top of it. So
what's back crossing?
basically, it's crossing to the original family member, like the mother. I normally use the mother, but other people just can choose a phenotype from a previous generation that was a strong one that they liked. And then you would back cross with that and stabilize it. And then you would keep going to your F3, F4, F5. But you always got a back cross in the beginning just to help stabilize that cultivar you're working on. It's just kind of part of the game, you know what I mean?
Well, what? Tell me some of your
Oh
strengths.
God. I'm gonna have to get my book out for that, man. Right
How
now we
about
got the Shadow Gazer, Cosmosis. Uh, shit, dude. I got a lot going on right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Baked Apple
are you
Cross,
working
or Funky Apple. Everything's on
funky
the
apple?
seed website, the Multi Beans website. Multiverse Beans, we're on the seed bank. So
Right.
we have all our stuff on there, but
Yeah. So talk about the multiverse, man, because it seemed like you were. I mean, seems like you're
The
very
multi.
excited to be a part of that.
yeah, yeah, man, it's been a long time coming.
What
Uh,
what is the multiverse?
it's a seed bank with over 80 breeders. So you can, I mean, most of the breeders, the popular ones are on there, plus me and others.
What's up,
So
little
it's just,
boy? VIP plantation.
oh, that's
Sorry.
cool. We got to say hi to everybody.
So keep going. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
but Multiverse Beans is it's a really good seed bank. Excellent customer service. They do freebies. I do freebies. They do freebies on top of my freebies. I can't
You get
remember
to sell
shipping.
to an actual. You get to sell your beans to an actual through an actual
Yeah.
company.
Yep.
That's major.
Yeah.
You say it like it's not a big deal.
Well, I mean, it's been a long time coming, man. I got a call one day, and it was the dude from Multiverse Beans, and I was like, oh God. And then we had a chat. I told him all my stuff and what I do and the strains. And then basically he was like, okay, let's get you on here and
What?
make you a part of the team.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! And did he just go by off of your skill? Has he seen some of your work? Like what?
Yeah, I had
People just
to,
don't give people
on my
chances like that.
strains, every cultivar that I put out, everything's going to them. But every cultivar that I put out has to have a description. It has to have pictures of that strain, and it's got to have like growing characteristics, maybe some terpenes or flavors, just different stuff that explains that strain. So you can be like, okay, well this one's got this, and it's a little more sativa leaning versus this one that's indica leaning.
Oh, you got some
Yeah,
sativa.
no, the Ghost Train Haze, we're at F4 right now, but that's a full sativa. That's what we've been breeding with for a while. We just started going with some of our cultivars and breeding them together, like our Cosmosis and the Devil's Potion F2. We bred that together to create the Shadow Gazer. And we got pictures for everything. We do all our
What is
testing, so we have
what?
pictures for every cultivar.
That's fire,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, see,
That's are you?
I think of
Sorry.
it like this, man. If I'm gonna buy something, like I've been on other seed banks and stuff, but if I'm gonna buy something, I want to know about it. I want to see pictures. I want to know what I'm getting.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
That's
that's
the
that's
so
best. That's the
true.
best way.
true. You growing your own stuff out, and you got F2s. You you, you know, the first thing that get had me get in touch with you was
It would be
the love
grown.
for your
Yeah,
customers. You know what I mean? And and then what really topped it off is when I seen some pollen. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
I never,
That's
I
wow.
don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, I
Me
haven't ever seen that
either.
yeah.
In
on
little
No, it's
where
a
in little
you know
process,
containers. I'm
man.
like, no,
over
you
here. I'm not
didn't.
gonna say any names, but in this circle over here, you know what I mean. I took full advantage of it as soon as I seen it. You know what I mean. But and still have some, and I kind of played around. I'm playing around with it.
Nice.
Um, like I mentioned to you before, some of the Ghost Train Haze pollen.
Yep.
Um,
That's
I have in my hands
crazy.
and
Nice.
stored
That should be
properly.
the F3 or F2. It just depends on
What
when
does
you
the
got
F
it.
It was
mean?
the F2.
Okay.
Right.
What's
Yep.
the
Right.
F? What does the F mean?
That means I can't pronounce the word right, but filial generations. So like every time you
What that
cross
mean?
something, it's going to be an F1. It's going to be an F2. It's going to be an F2 back cross. It's going to be an F3, F4, and that's just a stabilization process. So as you're doing it, um, you just you gotta stabilize everything because you want a consistent type of plant. You want it to be growing the same way
Right.
as you proceed in your generations. You if
I thought I thought each seed is
in
different though.
the F1s, yes, it's a whole mishmash, but as you go on, that starts to diminish, and you start to get
Mm.
more. I can't think of the word, but more. Shit.
Its own thing.
They're all they're close to the same. They all grow about the same. Like with what I'm doing with the Ghost OG on the Ghost Train Haze, I am using that Ghost OG side, and I'm that's what I'm focusing on. So it's a shorter, stouter plant, still really potent, but I'm focusing on that. So that sativa lengthiness and the bud structure and the node spacing is better. So that's why I'm going with the Ghost OG to help with that, and it also creates a shorter plant that has less stretch. So that's what I'm doing. I've been working that line and trying to get that stabilized,
Fascinating.
which won't be till
Right.
F5 or more. It depends on what I like. So, but
Yeah.
F5 is normally right about right. You can go higher, but F5 you're getting pretty. There's the word consistent.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's more of a consistent type of growing versus you're all over the place. Like you might get one plant that stretches 5 feet tall, and then you'll get another plant that
Right.
only gets like 3 foot tall. That's what I'm trying to do is breed that out. And
Ah.
it's kind of my own like personal process that I want to do. Somebody else
Right.
might do it completely different, and that's okay. But I'm just looking for certain traits that I want to have in the end result.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I got a question for you.
That's
This
fire.
is just a question I want to ask someone who breeds or people who come up with different cultivars or whatever. Now, well, how do you feel about other people crossing your strains and
Ooh.
your cultivars?
I don't give two fucks. I think it's fucking good that other people actually liking my stuff enough to want to breed it. So that actually makes me feel good. I don't care. I tell people when they get my stuff, breed it, go for it. I mean, I would appreciate some pictures of what comes out. But other than that, it's yours. You do what you want with it. It's not mine
Oh, that's
anymore.
cool.
You got it. It's in your hands. Do what you want. But just send me some pictures, maybe, if you do breed or what comes out of it. That's all I ask.
Got
So when you're breeding, when you're breeding, are you breeding in like let's say because the pollen? I'm assuming it can get out and seriously like
Uh,
everywhere in
it,
the air that you want.
yes. I have
So
to separate everything. Yeah.
Everything is separated. Have you ever got something pollinated that you didn't want to?
No, I have not had that problem yet.
Holy
I
shit.
have the filters and everything that helps suck. I mean, it doesn't get rid of all of it, but it helps suck the pollen out. It gets stuck in the filters, and then I wash the filters, so that helps get rid of it. And then after a run, I completely wash down all the lights, the whole tents, everything completely washed, cleaned, sanitized, and then even the pots. The pots are all
Oh,
sanitized. The trays are all sanitized. Everything's sanitized. So I
because
wipe down all the walls. I get rid of everything. It takes me a while, but that's what you got to do.
so you can handle the
Yeah.
cleanup. That's all right. That's intense, bro. How well? So you're okay. Breeding is working with male and female plants,
Yep.
right? So what are you
And
looking for?
it's only one male, like
Right.
per breeding process. Because if you put two males in there, it's going to be a whole different ball game. You're going to get both of them, and it mixes it up too much. It's not good. I mean, people have done it, but in my opinion and just my process, I don't do that.
Let's say that you're breeding a whole new something new that you're about to send out to the multiverse. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for in a male
Oh,
plant?
dude, you've seen my males, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm
what
looking for,
are
man.
you looking?
It's
What do
structure.
you see in those that makes you be like, oh God, that's fun. Yeah, we're gonna get with this one.
Well,
What is it?
it's growth patterns, stature, and even node spacing. It is pollen, it is flowers, but there still is like a tightness to it. Like the ones that I use have like really good. I mean, you can't call them colas, but they are really stout colas. I mean, basically, it's just
Right.
that's what I look for. I look for smell. I look
Yeah,
for crystals on the leaves, possibly, and that's not really a big thing for me because I
yeah.
know the stuff that I'm crossing is really
Sticky.
potent anyway and
Hella
has really
sticky,
good
those
medical
strains.
properties. What was that?
Oof,
Sorry.
the cosmos is looking crazy.
Sticky.
How
Yeah.
how are you gathering this pollen to make
Oh
you got
God.
bro?
Well, what? Well, for sale, basically what I do is I dry the plant, the male plant, and then I collect the pollen in a
What
sift.
up, Bruce?
I sift it all in
Easy, bro.
a big old 2x2 tray with a black pull out so I can get all the pollen. So I sift it, scrape it off, and then I immediately put it in vials with some Minute Maid rice, the stuff that's already ready to go. So I just put a few grains of that rice in, and it helps with moisture if there were to be moisture. And that's basically it on that. When I'm breeding, I let the male pollinate everything. He's just an open pollinator. There's nothing stopping him. He just does his thing with the females that we've selected, and he just makes seeds, and that's it. And it takes about normally it takes about 65 days if you do it in the beginning, like when first 3 weeks when you first start seeing a hair. You do it as soon as that happens, and about 65 days later you'll have good seeds.
Now, are you
Amazing,
preparing these for
man.
indoor and outdoor?
What was that?
Are you preparing strains to deal with indoor and outdoor?
Yeah, I look for that too. I I have a greenhouse. I couldn't use it this last year. Just crap happened. I couldn't use it. But that's where I'll test stuff for outdoor, and I'll see how my strains react. And like the baked apple that I have in Multiverse, amazing. That was an outdoor I did. Freaking big, huge colas, awesome. I mean, you got to keep the humidity down on it. But other than that, the thing grew amazing.
Yeah, they can hang outside. I tell
Yeah,
you, they can hang.
yep. Most of
How
my
long does pollen
cultivars
last?
are pretty good all around.
Yeah,
I mean, I test them pretty hard. So, like, I even make them cold so I can see how they react. I make them too hot. I newt lock them. I stress them just by all that stuff. So they're all stressed out. And then I bring them right back with the proper pH and I flush them and all that stuff. And then, like, I might break a top off and just leave it hanging just to see how it reacts. You know what I mean? Just to see how quick it grows back, what their healing time is, just little things like that. Just my preference. Not everybody does it, and it doesn't have to be done, but I just do it just because I like to be what's the word for it? Not proficient, but
That's
I
good.
don't know. I just want to be satisfied with it because I don't want to put
Yeah,
out something that I wouldn't use. You know what I mean?
absolutely. That's how are you? So what kind of containers are you storing your pollen in?
Vials, point 0.5, point 0.5. Shit, I don't know. They're
How
here. I'll
long?
show you one.
How long does it pollen last?
It depends on storing conditions, but I've had pollen last a year, and it's still viable. So I would
Yeah.
say 6 months, uh, just for normal storage. But I keep mine in a safe. They're in a container, sealed, in the dark, no moisture. Everything's just sealed away out of the light and stuff. So it keeps it a little better. But yeah, that's 6 months to a year is approximate. Mainly 6 months, but you can get a year stored properly.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude, that's a long fucking
Yeah, and
time,
some
dude.
people might say that's not true, but in my experience, I've done it
Yeah,
and it's been
you.
fine. So, I wouldn't say any more than a year though. It starts to degrade, starts to be a little less potent. Um, just
Oh,
yeah, it's just a thing where I I, I did it because I wanted to see if it worked, but I wouldn't really recommend it to anybody. You know what I mean? That's why I say
right.
6 months, but
Yeah.
you can store for a year.
Hey, true. When you first started growing?
Oh, oh shit! When I was fucking 18, I'm 36 now.
Uh,
Yeah,
Nice.
and I've been
That's a,
breeding probably about 6 years, like actual breeding, getting it out to people. But before that, I've been breeding before that, just for my own personal use.
what is okay? How does a plant inbreed? What breeding? This
What?
outbreeding and inbreeding.
Uh,
What are they?
Basically, inbreeding is just keeping with the line, basically. And then
With a plant?
outbreeding would be putting in a different phenotype from a different cultivar and breeding with that. That's my understanding of it anyway.
You guys keep saying cultivar. What is a cultivar? What is
It's a
this?
strain.
Just tell me.
It's just
Okay.
it's
Gotcha.
just another
Gotcha.
term, just more of a I
exact
don't know if you
time.
want to say scientific, but it's just more of a relatable term, I guess. I don't know. I just say it.
Yeah, most
Oh no,
people
it's
just
nothing.
say
It's nothing wrong.
strain. Yeah.
I'll ask questions about everything
Hell
if
yeah.
I get it. I get it. So what did you have the most success breeding with?
Oh, the Ghost Train Haze.
Ghost Train?
Yeah, that was my flagship male. Like every male I've picked from that has just been amazing, and I've used him
Really?
for fuck, dude. I've used those males, not the same male, of course, because I have to use a different one every time. But I've used his males for years.
Whoa,
Yeah,
fire, dude.
a lot of my previous strains were bred with the Ghost Train Haze. It's just recently that I've been
Ghost.
going out and using the crosses that I've already made and breeding them together and hunting and searching and then breeding and yeah.
You know, it's no joke. It's no joke pheno hunting the way you do.
No.
That's no joke. That's
Oh,
some
dude.
work. You're
Well, here's the thing. I got to start basically and grow these guys from seed or whatever, and then I have to clone everything before I even know what the hell's going on. I gotta clone everything, and then when I grow them out, just bloom them out, not breeding. I bloom them out, see which one I like or which ones, that I like, and then I keep those clones. I grow those clones out, and then I breed with those clones.
That's gotta take
That's why it takes
incredible
me over a year to
patience.
create a cultivar. The Ghost
See,
Train Haze I've been working with for shit since I've been breeding, like 6 years, and I'm only at F4.
what's the website?
Oh,
Multiverse?
Yeah, multiversebeans.com.
I need to. I'm gonna check this out. I gotta see. I'm talking to someone who's got a. That's crazy.
yo, tell
That's crazy.
us about this the nutrients that you're using. That you
We're actually sponsored by Earth Juice Nutrients. So we have outdoor, we use all organic, completely living soil, all organic, and that's the Earth Juice line. And then let me go see. I think it's Sweet Leaf or something like that I'm using
so you,
now.
herb juice you said was the
Earth
first one.
No,
juice.
Earth Juice is my sponsor, and that's all I use. Sugar Peak, there it is. It's Sugar Peak. And that's an
Gotcha.
80-20. So it's 80% organic as the base, and then 20% synthetic.
And that's working for you.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's freaking amazing. Like I even tried it. I had a while back. I had some seeds I sprouted, just some random shit that I was just trying to see to grow out and bloom, and the things weren't doing good. Like I was trying everything. The seeds, they weren't overwatered. They weren't underwatered. The light was perfect. And I don't really give them nutrients when they're babies at all until they get a little bigger and after I top them. But dude, these weren't doing good. They're all yellow. I used that Sugar Peak veg, completely freaking reversed them, and they just grew. Amazing.
Yeah, man. You seem
That's
like you
what I'm
enjoy
talking
doing this, man.
Oh, I
You
do,
know.
man.
about.
It's freaking, it's my thing, dude. And I love helping people out, and just I don't know, man. I've always been
Yeah,
a
man. Tell us about that. You know, your customer service is phenomenal, man. I
yeah.
mean, Jesus.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
back
mean,
stuff up.
well, here's the thing, guys. I mean, I treat people how I want to be treated. You know what I mean? If I want to buy some seeds, I want to talk to the breeder, or at least talk to somebody about them if they're in the description. So I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, talk to me. Send me questions. If you got concerns, let me know. If something happens and something doesn't sprout right, I'll send you a new pack. If your pollen don't work right, I'll
What?
send you new pollen. It's just the way to go. I only do it the first time because
Right.
I'm not gonna mess around with the second time because I know
You're not an idiot.
I don't trust it. But I mean that's just me. Maybe other people are different. But first time, if anything happens, I have that guarantee. I will replace. It might not be the same pack or the same pollen, and that's unfortunate. I can't help that, but I will send it out and replace it.
You're selling pollen.
Yeah,
You sell. Now, I don't even like to use the word on Instagram, the S word,
yeah. No,
the S
I
word.
like to hand it out.
Yeah, right, right,
Yeah.
right. No one's doing that. Has anybody? Have you ever heard somebody doing
this
that?
guy
That's
is
Not
how.
many
phenomenal,
people.
man.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's because it's well. Here's the thing. It's kind of volatile in a way. Like if you don't store it right, it's gonna go bad. Like if there's moisture in there, it's gonna go bad. If
Mm.
there's light on it, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna
Oh my.
degrade. So that's the thing. You gotta know how to store the crap, and then you're
Yeah.
all right. And I've done it for years now, and it's fine. So yeah, I like to help people out with that. And like right now, I have Devil's Potion available, the F2, and that's pollen. Um, basically, everything as far as seeds goes to Multiverse. I'll direct you straight to Multiverse. You get a deal, get some freebies. And then pollen goes straight through me.
Awesome,
That's
man.
how. That's
Awesome.
so. Wait. Do you like? What do you grow? What do you like to grow in? Like soil, hydro? What
Soil.
have you done? And
I'm
I
a
know that's
soil
fine.
guy. I've
Me
always
too.
grown in soil. I've
Hmm.
tried hydro. I've tried aeroponics. I've tried them. I mean they're all right, but I don't like the fact that if you leave and that system messes up, your whole crop's gone.
Yeah.
Versus soil,
That,
if you mess up, you got a buffer. Not that
mm-hmm.
it's a thing, but you have that buffer just in case, and you don't have to worry
Right.
about them as much because they'll keep the
Yeah.
moisture in there.
Right.
You water it like with mine. I water every 3 days. They're in 7 gallon pots. I use a half a gallon of water, and that's
Hell
what they
yeah.
get every 3 days.
That's right. How are you pH in your water?
On veg, it's 6.5 to 6.8. In bloom, it's 6.2 to 6.5.
Six. That's nice. That's why. Yeah, I had to think about that for a minute. These numbers.
Yeah,
That's fire,
yeah.
dude. So, what else do you got going on? Right? What was the what are you working on? I need to know.
Uh,
You working on anything?
well, right now we're working on the Ghost Train Haze. That's gonna be when we release. It'll be F4. We have some other stuff we're working on. Some sour grape, some Sky OG, some. Let me check the book real quick. I forget, guys. There's just
Man.
so much shit I gotta freaking do. Um,
Wow.
hydrotonic and what? Oh, granny panties. Yeah, some granny panties. So, some panty dropper is the name of it. It's a freak show cross.
Yeah. You have something called
What?
Sticky Icky too?
Yep, got some sticky icky. That's on the website,
All
and
right.
I
that.
gotta check this website out.
Yeah, man. Cool. I got some stuff still outside, ready to come down, man. And uh,
I gotta show some love.
that
I'm gonna go check
purple,
them out.
yeah, that the colors is showing from outside, outdoors, inside those Cosmosis strain,
Oh, it's
like a
changing
lot.
colors.
Yeah,
Good,
it showed
good.
a
It's
lot.
supposed to. It has a little bit of a pink purple in it.
Right. And
Yep,
it's all I see is pink and purple, you know.
yep.
What's the smell of it? What does it smell like?
It's sweet, you know. It's sweet, but it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you were saying
And
you
it's
had to
sticky,
respect it.
and it's sticky, so you gotta be careful with your fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sticky. And I
And you
noticed that
stand by.
structures has a thick structure. You know what I mean? Like you don't get those thin arms, or you know,
Where,
the arms come
where'd you get your
very,
logo
they
from?
come out very strong. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's got a good structure to it. It's more of a bush, or at least most of the phenos are more of a bushy type,
Yeah.
but it has a heavy yield to it too, medium to heavy. The colas are pretty tightly stacked as far as node
Mm-hmm.
spacing. That's the pheno that I used anyway, and the prodigies kind of showed the same thing. So there are some structures just because, and it's not stabilized completely, so there are going to be some variables, but for the most part, really good yield, really pretty, real sticky, sweet, a little bit earthy, um and there some of them have a hint of citrus.
Mm-hmm. You guys make feminized
No,
seeds? You,
no.
you do not. You do all photo
Yep.
periods. I listen. I told Marv when I get photo periods, I don't mind sexing them. They're already grown. You just gotta weed them out. A lot of people don't like doing it though.
Yeah.
Explain
I'm
why.
gonna
Explain why.
Just because of the space issue, that would take a lot more space for and more tents. I mean, there's already 10, so it's just not enough room at the moment to do that too. I want to.
so
I know what to do. I just haven't done it
how
yet.
would
Well, obviously, yeah. I was just curious because I know you know what exactly to do.
how would you make feminized seeds?
Basically, you would reverse a female with uh shit, I can't remember the name of it, but it's
Just
like silver nitrate or
something.
whatever.
Right.
That's probably not the right word, but you reverse
It's
it with a
yeah, I
chemical,
understand.
and it creates pollen sacs on that female, and then when those pollen sacs burst, whatever you have in that tent or room will be pollinated by that plant, and therefore they will be feminized.
It's that easy?
pretty much. I mean, there's a little bit more involved. I mean, you got to pheno hunt, search for the right
SPS.
phenos that you want to breed with, and same with the female. You want to make sure it's a good, strong one. So, colloidal silver, there it is. That's what I was looking for.
Right, right. Yeah, I've heard of
Yeah,
this. I've heard of that.
GA3. Yep. So that kind of
Oh,
stuff, you just spray. It depends on what you're using. Sometimes you only have to spray a little bit. Others you have to spray a lot every day for however the 3 weeks or whatever till it starts to reverse.
why is humidity a problem with pollen? It's you think the tent would be humid, right? And
Well,
flower, sort of.
it well in my tents the humidity in bloom is only at what am I running 60%. So I'm running between 55 and 60% humidity in my tents, and I don't go above that because humidity is a killer for pollen, and it
Right.
just
That's what
is.
they.
It just is.
Dude, Mother Nature's
Yeah,
fucking weird, dude.
it'll harden up the pollen and make it kind of cakey, like a cake batter kind of in some
What?
instances. So you got to be really careful. That's why when I do get rid of pollen, I make sure it's been stored correctly in the vials. Everything's sealed. I seal the packages that I send it out with, heat seal everything, and then it goes in a manila envelope and all that stuff. But yeah, so I'm real careful about it. You got to be really careful.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. You sound very precise. You may not say you don't like to be like super precise, but doing all this at one time, man, that's why I wanted to talk to you, man. It's fucking impressive.
It's a lot of
I
work,
respect it.
dude. What are we gonna
Hell yeah.
talk about it for?
I have no. I'm glad we actually got a hold of you, man. Is Marv still in here?
I'm still here, baby.
I can't see anybody.
I can
I'm
see
just
all
looking
three
at
of
me.
you.
That's insane. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell. But how long have we been on? Do you ever get kicked off alive?
After an hour, I believe. I don't know how to check that. How do I check it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, man.
This
It
is
doesn't
normally
matter.
popped up. It doesn't matter. I appreciate this,
Yeah,
man.
well, true, man. You know, we appreciate you, man. 100, man. We're sorry for earlier for the technical difficulties. You know, but
What's up, bro? I'm
definitely,
gonna
we
tell
definitely,
you to reach
we
out to
definitely
Instagram.
got learned a lot today and about you and how you do your thing. And we advise people to go follow you, check you out,
Yes, do it.
and see what True Leaf is about.
I
Oh yeah,
love you. I love you, fucking breeders, dude. You guys put the. That's a lot of
yeah.
work. It's a lot of work, and it's impressive.
Takes a lot of room too, because you got to run like I'm doing 50 seeds at a time, and then you got to think of all the clones that I'm doing. It's a lot of space that you got to have to do it properly. I mean, you can do it a little smaller, and it'll work out, but you don't get as much pheno hunting and just stuff like that. You can't search through more phenos to find that perfect one. So I just like doing a little more, so I can have a little more options to see what I got going on, and then use those, and then I breed with them.
Fucking bravo,
Yep. I saw you got a lot of
bravo, bro.
questions on that paper, so we should have more
Yeah,
than 10 or 4, right?
dude, you answered every single one
Oh
of them.
shit!
Look at it. Look at it.
You're
You
spitting right
answered
now, buddy.
every single one of them. That's like it was like 30 questions, bro, and you answered every single one of them.
Damn.
We don't need this anymore.
And so
Righteous.
listen, make sure you save this, man, so we can
Please.
revisit this moment. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I'm gonna go steal it, and I'm gonna make sure you're gonna see yourself all through the week, bro.
Okay.
Fucking A.
Hell yeah.
Righteous. Multiverse. What is it?
Multiversebeans.com.
Multiversebeans.com, y'all. Go check my man out. I am.
Yep.
I got so many seeds to grow. I'm like a crackhead with these
And there's
seeds.
a
So
lot more breeders on there too. So you got a huge selection of breeders. I'm on there. Mine are only at 50 for a 10 pack with 5 freebies.
holy
Plus, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure Multiverse sends their own
What's up,
freebies out
Mama
on
Kush?
top of that.
In the house. Sorry. Yes, I'm about to go and check it out,
Yeah.
bro. You ain't got to worry about it.
Hell yeah.
I
Let me know what you think.
Let me show y'all some love, man. I'm also listen. When we post these, I'm gonna try to show. I'm gonna try to put that in the website in the description and show y'all some love on your. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Until Instagram tells me to knock it the fuck off.
Hell yeah.
All
I
right,
like it.
all right, man.
Mama Curse,
I
shout out.
appreciate.
Much love.
Hell yeah, you guys. Well, thank you for
Peace,
having me
man.
on. I appreciate it. Glad I got all those
Save this.
questions answered.
You did every one of them. Save them. We bounced around a lot of them, but every one of them. You and then if I didn't answer it, you were going into answering it. Then I'll ask questions off of that. Bro, you killed that fucking page, dude. You killed
Good.
that shit, man.
Well,
I
I'm
wouldn't
glad I
let you
got
go,
some
bro.
answers or some questions answered and maybe help some people out in the process.
Save this, bro, so we can make shorts.
All
Peace.
right, later.